ASUS had their Computex and also celebrating their 30th anniversary with quite a few different products like the ASUS ZenBook Duo Pro. So this has two screens as a keyboard in the actual keyboard, a display in the keyboard, as well as a couple other things like a Zenfone 6 30-year anniversary edition, as well as a couple other little things we'll touch on as well. But the big thing is obviously the Pro Duo laptop, which is pretty interesting. This is just on display showing off their 52-minute Computex live stream. So there's quite a few different things you can basically do with this pretty interesting laptop, obviously. So you can multitask, obviously, and how useful that is depends on what you're doing on it. But it is, there's two different sizes. There's the Pro Duo and then there's a Duo. So there's going to be, I think, 15.6 inches on the Pro and then 14 on the smaller one, which will only be 1080 versus the 4K. And then the smaller size screen is either 14 inches or 12.6 inches. So that is pretty useful again for multitasking, multi-app launching. So you can do different little apps right here. You could do some kind of text app or something like that, some chat app, or you could do a calculator and stuff like that. You can watch a video. Looks like they're doing 4 multitasking there, 1, 2, 3, 4 multitasking there, and even the start window. So you can do a lot of different things. It can also expand what you're actually looking at on the main screen going onto the bottom of the screen. So if you're drawing, you can expand that further. A spreadsheet, any website that you're reading can expand to that lower part. How useful that will be is up to you. So pretty good there either way, however you look at it. It is touchscreen, the bottom display, so you can draw even on the bottom part. That's pretty good. A digital number pad, so you're not losing that or anything, so that's good. The keyboard's a little bit different layout, obviously, because they're kind of slamming in that touchscreen. And then, so it's a pretty interesting dual screen laptop on the inside, and not like one on the front, one on the back or anything like that. But specs, we get up to an i9 a CPU. I believe they mentioned the 9980 HK. Let's check that out really quick, the specs. So 9980 HK, which will boost up to 5 gigahertz on like 1 or 2 cores potentially. I'm not sure how many cores it'll go up to, but depends on whatever task you're doing. And this is on the Pro Duo, the UX 581. 41 will go up to the 8565U, so a little bit slower processor. So there is that. And then we get GPU graphics up to GTX 620 or RTX 2060, and then a little bit less on the smaller version. And here's the screen sizes again. So there's that. And then the screen pad, I thought they mentioned it was 12.6, but they're saying 5.65, which doesn't make sense. Maybe they're talking about the digital display. Here we go, screen pad plus 12.6, perfect. I knew I remembered that. So then again, they're 4K versus the full HD, and then 32 gigs of RAM versus 16. So there's how many web browsers you can have open, or if you're gaming. They showed off streaming on this. You could actually have your stream display, so you could see yourself and what you're actually, your viewers are viewing while you're actually playing your game. That was pretty interesting use for a laptop for streamers. So that was pretty good. We might have to pick one up if we're going to keep doing the stream. And then 1 terabyte SSDs up to 4, so pretty good. And then here's all your other specs. We don't have a weight on this. I didn't see any price, and I did not see a release date. But we can hopefully cross our fingers for 2019. Check your regional availability. I didn't see that anywhere. So pretty insane laptop, and pretty good uses, if not just eye-pleasing with 2 displays. So that's pretty cool. So what else do we have from the ASUS 30th anniversary? They have the Zenfone 6, the 30-year anniversary edition, which is going to go up to 12 gigs of RAM from previous 8. I think it was 6 or 8 was your options. And then they're going up to 512 gigs of actual storage. So those are the 2 main upgrades, as well as there's going to be a little logo on the back, like a 30-year anniversary logo. I think we get to see that, the phone at 1109. And then there was one other thing, 1109, I believe. I think there's a 30-month warranty as well, so they're upping that a little bit, so that was pretty good. And then there's only going to be 3,000 units, so limited availability. This is, I believe, pre-orderable in Europe areas, and I think it's coming to US in sometime summer, so we can expect this edition to come somewhere around there. I don't think there was a release date or anything mentioned during the live stream, but a pretty interesting little 30-year anniversary Zenfone 6, which it has a DxO mark of 98 on the selfie camera, which the selfie camera flips up the back rear camera to a selfie camera. So basically you're getting a full screen without a notch or anything, but you're getting a nice selfie camera. So pretty good utilization of this camera technology. I like it. And pretty high score, the highest score on DxOMark for the selfie score. We don't see one for the rear-sided one. It's either not done yet or not sure, but pretty good for the Zenfone 6. And also, if you want to look a little bit more into the camera, there's a super night mode, which got an update for HDR++, which definitely means it's better. You'll want to check this article out, or maybe in a couple of days there'll be a couple of YouTube comparisons for people testing out the night view, which would be pretty good. What else do we have? We also have, we kind of skipped a couple of things already. We'll jump back to the ZenBook. There's a 30-year edition for the ZenBook, the not Duo screens. It's basically just like a premium style handcrafted leather. I believe it's white. It's also, I think, the rose gold plated, so pretty interesting there if you want to get a special edition ZenBook. And then there is the ZenScreen Touch at 2214. This is a portable monitor. So this is a 15.6 inch IPS panel, 7,800 milliamp hour battery. I believe they mentioned 4 hours of like watching something, or potentially, I think they said in the press document, USB-C and micro HDMI. So a couple options there. They talked about a lot of the different apps and stuff that you could share what you're watching on a small mobile device, so you could use a portable monitor you just wanted to take with you on a trip or something. But pretty useful if you want to check that out. There's a little bit more in the live stream. I didn't see any mention of price or anything for this, as Computex are kind of showing off some cool new things going on. And aside from laptops, phones, and mobile screens, we also got to see a couple other interesting little things for computer tech people. We got to see a Prime X299. So this is like a 30-year edition Prime motherboard for your computer. So pretty cool high-tech stuff going on there. And they also mentioned, we don't want to talk too much about that, they also talked about Project Utopia 1632. So this was a little bit interesting. Utopia! Yeah! So pretty cool. This is a super project-y motherboard. Probably not coming for a long time if it ever does come. But it has a actual 7-inch display, so you can monitor your performance by actually looking at your computer right next to you. And it's got this casing. It's got graphics on the back of it separating all the heat. There's a shroud and everything, and we just saw a bunch of heat pipes a second ago, I think you could see from the back. There also has the connector on the back, I think, too, for the 24-pin power, I believe. I think we missed it. Oh well, there's tons of heat pipes and everything for cooling, so we'll have to see where this goes. The pricing of this would probably be pretty insane as well, but we'll have to see if that ever comes to market. Project Utopia, keep your eyes out, super advanced tech enthusiasts. So we had a lot of cool stuff from ASUS for their 30-year anniversary, as well as cool Computex gadgets. Again, the ZenBook Pro Duo, and the regular Duo has 2 screens. There's a smaller and a bigger one. The Zenfone 6 30-year anniversary edition, as well as a ZenBook 30-year anniversary edition. And then the Prime X299 motherboard, Project Utopia, future motherboard stuff. Pretty exciting overall for ASUS. So with all that ASUS news, I think we'll have another episode tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific with some more tech and game news. And aside from that, we'll be signing out. Pew, 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 pew.